Harry's Wife, Part 102.87, Game of Thrones. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. Many of you will be familiar with the books which were written by George R.R. Martin, which then became a very successful HBO series, Game of Thrones. You might be thinking, aha, is this some more royal family shenanigans where Harry's wife is plotting the downfall of the royal family? Perhaps this is related to the recent revelation that apparently there is somebody in possession of a recording where Harry's wife talks about her being just one plane crash away from the throne. Is it referencing that she's gaming to become queen, courtesy of Harry somehow finding himself King of England? Perhaps there are some other Machiavellian goings-on that fit with the turbulent nature of the power-broking and vying for supremacy that took place in Game of Thrones. You could be forgiven for thinking that that's the direction that one would be headed in. After all, Harry's wife's narcissism causes her to climb the greasy pole, albeit she has very much struggled to stay there, and is sliding down it, spiralling round and round it as she comes back down. Is this an attempt to try and arrest that downward spiral? Is there some chicanery that she has available to her? Well, here comes the answer, courtesy of NetflixJunkie.com, for it is that, which tells us how Harry's wife once influenced the royals of Westeros at a majestic Game of Thrones event. Yes, I can hear your collective groans at yet more PR puffery that is being advanced on behalf of Harry's wife. No, this isn't backstabbing and chicanery in the corridors of power. So, if you're disappointed in that regard, tough titty. Instead, you can learn yet more, if you can take it, about the ridiculous lengths that Harry's wife goes to try and remain relevant. The article by Nina Chande tells us, Harry's wife has been occupying the headlines of the news recently more often. However, this time her association with the news headlines might make you happy. We all know that's not going to be the case. In 2019, when the world premiere of the last season of the extremely popular show Game of Thrones was held, a beautiful coincidence happened. People recognized the crossover immediately, as you will see here what we're talking about. Harry's wife, the Duchess of Sussex, has had many trials till now in her personal life. Suddenly, Captain Tangent has appeared. However, if you notice this one thing about her, you would like her for that. My God, this is awful. Every time she makes a public appearance, she always stands out because of her dressing sense. Not her dress sense, her dressing sense, according to this article. Well, you've got that much right. She does stand out with such notable portrayals as Kermit Goes to Church, Fridge by Valentino, Chairman Mao Goes to New York, Pooh Emoji Hat, Tent by Army Surplus, Spider or Web by Spider, Teacup by Royal Dalton, Inspector Gadget Gets Booed, Overripe Burst Tomato Lady, Underlay by Wall to Wall Carpets, and many more. And if you haven't had the delicious succulent joy of a couple of Harry's wife's Fashon shows, courtesy of your glorious narrator, just go and seek them out in parts passim. All you need to do is search for Fashon, Fash-ONN, and you'll find a couple of delightful treats in there. But let's get back to this mind-numbingly tedious article. Every time she makes a public appearance, she always stands out because of her dressing sense. Well, you guessed it right. This time, something regarding her dress has made the headlines more interesting, as it might be totally unexpected. I get the impression this is almost written by Harry's wife because it's that ability to say so much whilst actually saying nothing at all. How did Harry's wife influence the premiere of Game of Thrones? As everyone would agree, the statement, Game of Thrones is one of the most brilliantly plotted shows on HBO. The show has cult followers as the audience widely loved it. In 2019, when there was a world premiere of the final season of the show, people saw the gist of Harry's wife on the red carpet. Did they? What, was her narcissism laid bare for all to see on the red carpet? How fascinating. I must read on. Well, she didn't really attend the event. Oh. But one of the actresses in the show had put on the same dress that Harry's wife once wore. What dress might that be, I have you wondering? And of course, naturally, your glorious narrator is going to provide you with that detail. It is, of course, Hyacinth Bouquet's settee material dress. Yes. Hyacinth Bouquet, lady of the house speaking. Amanda Peet, the wife of the show's co-creator David Benioff, wore this Caroline Herrera gown worth $2,990 on the red carpet. However, some people immediately recognized the dress as Harry's wife's wore it before, while praising the look on Amanda. When the suit star visited Morocco in February 2019 at the residence of King Mohammed VI, she had worn the same dress. Although both celebrities wore the same dress, they styled it differently. Indeed. The Duchess, and in the article that's spelt Dutchess, which tells you the level of dross this article really is, with her hair in a slick bun while holding a gold Dior clutch in one hand. It was the perfect, elegant look for the meeting with the king, accompanied by her husband, Prince Harry. But Amanda kept it a little casual, with open, wavy hair, without adding extra accessories to it. Who did you like most in this beautiful floral dress? Share your pick in the comments below. Go to the comments below, and unsurprisingly, nobody has commented. A dress that Harry's wife once wore also happened to be worn by Amanda Peet. I can safely say that Amanda Peet did not look at Harry's wife wearing that dress and think, that looks really good, I'll get that dress. I'm pretty certain she went there independently of that. But remember, it is important for Harry's wife to be seen as a fashion icon, and therefore, whatever Harry's wife wears, if anybody else wears it thereafter, they were clearly and directly influenced by the power of her fashion selection, so that they thought, she looks amazing. She does not look like SpongeBob SquarePants at all. She doesn't look like somebody who has no waist. She doesn't look like a linebacker. She doesn't look like a Muppet going to church. She does not look like a piece of fruit that has burst. She does not look like Inspector Gadget about to be on the receiving end of some negative fuel. No. They naturally look at it and think to themselves, that looks absolutely fabulous, and I must now wear it, because, of course, in the deluded world of Harry's wife, she's the best at everything, and therefore everybody must follow her. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.